Good afternoon, everyone. Here with me, we are solving questions coming from the quadratic equation. So here with me, we are going to be using the factorization method. So we are going to solve these questions using the factorization method. So the factorization method requires us that we find or factor the whole equation. So the first one we have we are going to factorize this. So how we factorize? In a quadratic equation, we always have the first one is given as our A, our B, and our C. So to factorize this, we are simply going to say we are going to find the product. So our product is equal to AC. Now we are multiplying A times C, which are the coefficients. We have 2 by negative 3, which is giving us a negative 6. We also have the sum. So the sum in a quadratic equation is given as B. Now this B is equal to the one with only x raised to the power 1. So we have a 5 here. Then last but not the least, we are going to find the factors. So the factors are simply numbers of which when we multiply them, they are going to give us the product, but the same numbers when we add them, they should give us the sum. So how can we find those numbers? So how we are going to find those numbers is that first we have a negative 6 and we also have a positive 5. So to find this one, we can simply say our factors will be positive 6 and a negative 1. So you will find that when you multiply this, we are going to get a negative 6. But when we add them, we are going to have a positive 5. So these factors, they should be now replaced on the big part. So we have 2x squared, then we have plus our 6, this 6x, then minus, so we always attach an x so that we don't change the meaning. So minus 1x is the same as just x, then minus 3 should be equal to 0. Now here we are going now to factorize in pairs. So we can even draw a line like that. So we have a 2 is common. A 2 is common. So if we factor out 2 and an x which is common, here since we have gotten 2 and x, we are only remaining with 1x. Then 6 divided by 2, it gives us a positive 3. Same thing should be done there. So we have a negative 1 there, which is common between these numbers. So if we get a negative 1, we are going to have negative x divided by negative 1. We are going to have a positive. So we have positive x, negative 3 divided by negative 1. We have a positive 3. Should be equal to 0. If these are alike or the same, it simply means to say you are doing the correct thing. So we have 2x minus 1 and also x plus 3 should be equal to 0. Now reaching this stage, we just have to equate them. So it's either saying 2x minus 1 should be equal to 0 or x plus 3 should be equal to 0. So we take that one, that side, we have 2x should be equal to, we have 1 over 2. We divide by 2 on both sides. Here we are going to have 1 over 2 as our x. Or we have x plus 3 should be equal to 0, of which when we remain with x here, the 3 taken that side, we have a negative 3. Then question 2. So many people on question 2 make the mistake of expanding this, but why do that when it has already been factorized for you? So for such types of question where we have x minus 1 and also 2x minus 5 should be equal to 0. This is as simply as saying x minus 1 should be equal to 0 or 2x minus 5 should be equal to 0. So we have x, we take that one this side, we have should be equal to positive 1. Or we have 2x, when 5 is taken that side it becomes positive 5, then we divide by 2 by 2. Here we have x should be equal to 5 over 2. So this is our answer for the second one. So the third one, the factorization method can only work if the last number here is equal to 0. So you cannot factorize and equates to a number that is not a 0. So therefore we are forced to take it that side. So for x squared minus 7x should be equal to 8. We have to take 8 this side. So we have x squared minus 7x minus 8 should be equal to 0. Now, upon reaching this stage, we can now write our product. So as you remember, our product is equal to AC, which is equal to our A are the coefficients of x or of these numbers. So we have AC, A by C. So 1 by negative 8, we have a negative 8. Our sum is always equal to the B part, the one that is x raised to the power 1, which should be equal to a negative 7. So with that, we have identified. So what we now need to take note are the factors, which are numbers if multiplied, they are going to give us a negative 8, but the same numbers if we add them, they are going to give us a negative 7. So those factors, if you look at this carefully, we have a negative 8 and a positive 1. So if you multiply these numbers, negative 8 times 1, you are going to have a negative 8. But if you add them, you are going to have the sum, which is our B. So now, these factors should be substituted in the B part. So we are going to say x squared minus, we have 8 minus 8. Then to maintain the meaning, we add x, then plus 1x is the same as x, then minus 8. So just as we did for the previous one, we are going to factorize in pairs. So what is common here is x, we are remaining with 1x, then minus, we have 8. The other part we have, the one that is common is a 1, open brackets, we are remaining with a 1 since the 1 doesn't change anything. So x, we are still going to have the same thing. So if, as I said, if you have the same brackets, it means you are doing the correct thing. So with that, we can now group them to say x minus 8, then the other bracket should have this x and the other one, which is plus 1. So this should be equal to 0. So x minus 8 should be equal to 0, or x plus 1 should be equal to 0. So our x should be equal to a negative 8. Taking that side, we will have 8. And the other one, x should be equal to, when positive 1 is taken there, we have a negative 1. So this is how we come up with answers of quadratic equation using the factorization method. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you will subscribe and follow for more.